My name is Rabbi Nosom Leiter. I'm Executive Director of Torah Jews for Decency. That's a national organization dedicated to fighting threats to religious liberty, particularly counter-morality legislation such as same-gender marriage. We merited to be in the forefront of mobilizing Orthodox Jews in New York and New Jersey about a year and a half ago when same-gender marriage came up there, and thank God was defeated in the New Jersey and New York State Senate. We were summoned to Baltimore by Orthodox Jews in Baltimore in response to the threat to marriage here in Maryland. And for that reason, we're here in Annapolis with local Baltimore Orthodox Jewish residents. One of the main messages that we have to share with the public and with the political leaders in particular is that we are opposed to same-gender marriage not only because it is antithetical to the Bible and everything that we stand for, but also threatens religious liberty of all Bible believers by redefining marriage in a counter-biblical manner, enforcing that definition on everybody, including Bible believers. This legislation would pose what actually would be an existential threat to religious liberty. The state would establish a state interest in maintaining the equality, so to speak, of same-gender marriages with genuine marriages. They would advocate the cause of same-gender marriage in the educational system. They would proactively promote all sorts of courses and educational regimens to teach children and adults that this is something that has to be accepted and respected as valid. Those who would not go along with the new LGBT dogma would be branded as bigots and would be ostracized. Even if they would allow certain token religious exemptions for clergy, for instance, or even beyond that, it would be nothing more than a fig leaf for what ultimately is an anti-biblical, bigoted policy. The way that we think that we were most effective in New York and particularly New Jersey is that we went public to the media to bring our message about the threat to religious liberty that this poses by explaining to the people how such legislation would infringe on the religious liberty of all Bible believers, Jewish, Christian, and otherwise. Many of the mainstream liberals would be discouraged from supporting such legislation. Without the support of the mainstream liberals, this legislation is destined to fail. That's what happened in ultra-liberal New York, ultra-liberal New Jersey, and that's what we expect to happen here. What we need is people to speak out articulately and intelligently, emphasizing what would discourage liberals from supporting this. Remember, people that are considering supporting this pivotal are not conservatives. We have to shame them. We have to explain to the broader public that anyone who votes for such legislation has no shame and does not mind stepping on the religious rights of religious minorities. Thereby we stand the best chance of success, in our humble opinion. Another thing that we would like to bring out is that, as one of the pastors just was pointing out to me, that the attempt to destroy, to eliminate the basic standard of what is marriage and what is not, is an attempt to do something far more fundamental and pernicious. It's an attempt to eliminate standards altogether. And that would leave the door open for all sorts of other relationships, including between adults and children. Notice the language, individuals, it doesn't say two consenting adults. It refers to individuals, and there may be other language in there that prevents children from being included at the present point, but they're leaving that door open, as they did in New Jersey, for the NAMBLA agenda, which is essentially nothing more than legalized child molestation. Furthermore, they could go to easily polygamy of all types and beyond, even to the extreme bestiality. Once there are no standards, there's no limit. What happens when standards are eliminated? We have a historical precedent. Nazi Germany was preceded historically by Weimar Germany. In Weimar Germany, there was a total collapse of all moral standards. We see where that collapse of moral standards led us. The very value of life is predicated on standards of morality, based on the divinely given right to life and value of life. Once one rejects that, once one rejects the Bible and the foundation of basic morality, one opens the door to killing people that one doesn't like or that are convenient for society, be it through the mass murder of abortion, euthanasia, or other forms of genocide. Particularly, we find that the African community, African American community, has been targeted by abortionists. We find that the Planned Parenthood movement is rooted in eugenics, and we find that other communities are being targeted in a similar manner. We think that if people will stand up for what's right, politicians will get the message. Our biggest enemy is giving up the battle before we begin. Those that would like to contact the organization, Torah Jews for Decency, are welcome to do so. Our number is 642-1679. 845-642-1679. You can see a little bit more about our organization at jewsfordecency.org. jewsfordecency.org. We also have some space on massresistance.org. massresistance.org. Thank you very much.